Here we go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Stop.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series.
Here we go.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
That's good.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
That is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Again, it's Burrow.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
To the air, Allen.
That's taken in. It's Xavier Leggett.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, the Vikings at 2-6 now on the year, and they come into the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to break this losing skid.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Bears defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Middle. Lucky. Monday. What's that?
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
319. What is that?
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He gets this one to Johnson. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic.
A big play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Michael Badgley off for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow will throw. That's caught left side, Burden. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got this complete to Burden. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, They don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80.
Motion left, Smith.
85.
Back to the ground with Hall.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, can.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. In motion, the tight end. Now it's Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the Lonely way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
On 1st down, it's Hamilton. And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Allen going to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
56, 56.
Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now it's Ginn. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle is going to find Burden. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Gun.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Evans. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Bears are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Joey Sly on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Bears 7, Vikings 6.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe. Something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't take chill and let me be free.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
319! Offensive team!
Now Allen. And a catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 25.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Vikings first
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Alert, alert, alert! Brown 80! Go!
Allen. And this one's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
What's that?
Now again, right side. Hamilton.
60 yards rushing for him as he's been tough to stop here this first down.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, home, home, home! 180!
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
He will get that out to the flat to right. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Go!
They'll run on first down. It's Hamilton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
A first carry for Rashad White.
And tough sledding. And maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Regular, 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 regular. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. What's that?
Allen now looks to throw.
Got a man, that's the goal.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A 49-yard attempt.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. Badgley's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
In fact, it was just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 2, ready? Here we go. Right 80.
Now Burrow. Pass caught by Burden.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Burrow. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air again, Burrow.
This pass out wide the hole.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on third down, because they did not want to get the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Come on, Rich. Get set. 180.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Diamonds on me fight, Nick and Reese, Iketina, Orange, Richard Mille on me.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Shot. 180. Shot.
Running left, it's Hall.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll set up a throw.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
On 2.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Breece Hall
With career touchdown number 70.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Bears 14. Vikings 9. Mitch Wishnowsky set.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw, it's Allen. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. And Xavier Legette in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to move back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 2. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. On some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. To the air, Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Breece Hall. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
Vikings 16.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A beautiful fake. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. So a second NFL interception for him. He was looking the part here in year 1.
And normal, partner, you talk about cornerbacks and safeties being the ball hawk type of guys, and they always will be because they'll get more opportunities. This young man has potential to be a ball hawk from the linebacker position. I think that's why he was drafted as high as he was, and he'll stay on the field on most downs.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And this is going to be intercepted. Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hamilton. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Allen. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line.
1-1, ready?
Paul want to give up the middle. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Gun. Stand. 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 180. Raise hard.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Stand.
Burrow will throw. Who dumps this one off here to Hall? A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
They go play action to Burrow. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Joey Sly
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
They're on the 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. Like, all right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Allen going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2nd down and 4. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
319.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Hamilton. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
And a Pretty little juke move there and a nice gain.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. An 11-yard pickup leads to 3rd and 6.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Hey, tight.
Throwing now is Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 22
yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Half. Regular. Half. We go.
Allen will try to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Play for Vikings 22. Jack Fox set to kick
The
off.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, what a move.
Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
At the 25-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Second down.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Second and 18.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll go up the middle with White. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, and they'll be faced with third and long.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, a run from White. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
319!
On first down, Hamilton. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
What's that?
On second down, they'll run it here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation. Kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long way from it.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 33-yard line.
minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Here comes second down.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw, Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
It's a gain of 2. And the Bears first down.
Now Burrow.
This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And the Bears first down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What is the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. And when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
I'm fine, ready?
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. Third and 10.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's third down.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing, Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Oh, he had to force it there on fourth down, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, They're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Minnesota, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.